Is Jaime totally screwed? Is Sansa the smartest person on the show now? What in the holy hell was that flaming spiral of death at the end of the episode, and will I ever be able to sleep again? I'm Alex Robinson, and on today's episode of The Playback, we're talking about the series premiere of the final season of Game of Thrones, and trying to answer the most burning questions that have been tearing us apart all week long. Roll the clip. First things first, spoiler alert. Seriously, people, it's been a week already. Now that that's out of the way, our top story. What the happened on last week's episode? Jon Snow finds out what we already know. He's a Targaryen. Ned Umber dies an inexplicable and horrifying death. Sansa and Dany meet for the first time, and Jaime and Bran meet face to face again. But what does it all mean? Let's throw it over to Thrillist resident Grand Maester Esther Zuckerman, reporting live from the Citadel, whose knowledge of the Seven Kingdoms is sure to help me sort through the smoldering mess that is my brain right now.
Holy shit!
Esther, how's it going over there in Westeros?
Well, I'm still alive, so I guess good enough.
Now, Esther, the first big question that we need answers to, that cliffhanger with Jaime and Bran. You wrote about it being the most shocking of the many reunions as episode 1. Why? And what do you think will happen to the Kingslayer now that he's in Winterfell?
We haven't seen these two together since the very first episode of the series, when, Jaime attempted to murder Bran. At the time, Bran didn't remember who pushed him off the tower, but now he's the all-seeing, three-eyed raven. The Kingslayer is not going to have an easy time in Winterfell, considering that basically everyone there hates him.
What are the implications of Jon finding out that he's a Targaryen? Does this mean, is he the rightful king now? And also, couldn't Dany tell something was up when he was able to ride a dragon?
Well, as we learned last season, thanks to Bran's visions and Sam's Citadel intel, Jon is not Ned Stark's bastard. He's the true-born child of Ned's sister Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen. Jon's good friend Sam broke this news to him, but really everyone should have figured it out earlier. Why? Because Jon rode a freaking dragon. He and Daenerys took a joyride on her 2 remaining dragons, headed to a secluded cove, and made out. It would all be very romantic if she wasn't his aunt and the dragons weren't getting pissed at all the PDA.
And Ned Umber, just what the hell happened to him?
Poor kid. What happened to this little guy was gruesome. Sansa sent him to his home, Last Hearth, to gather his people. Unfortunately, the White Walkers intercepted him there. Our old friends Tormund, Beric, and Ed survived the Night King's ice dragon attack on the wall last season. They were luckier than little Ned, who was strung up and surrounded by what we can only presume are his fellow Umber's limbs forming a spiral. Now, you might recognize that creepy symbol. We've seen it a bunch. It stems back to the weirwood tree where the children of the forest created the White Walkers. These undead bros love to arrange their victims in fun patterns. Right now, it's unclear if this is just for fun or a message from the Night King.
What about Cersei and Euron, the Red Keep's new power couple? The people want to know, is she really pregnant?
Cersei didn't get the elephant she wanted from the Golden Company, but she did get some quality time with everyone's least favorite Joshua Jackson lookalike, Euron Greyjoy, who negged her into having sex with him. Euron, a champ of awkward post-sex talk, told Cersei he wants to put a baby inside her. Which brings up the question, isn't she already pregnant? If you recall, she told Jaime she was last season, but we don't necessarily trust that she's telling the truth. Tyrion also deduced her secret when she wasn't drinking wine, but now she's back on the sauce. Could that mean she was never pregnant? Or that she lost the baby? Whatever the case may be, we're on Cersei death watch thanks to the Maggie the Frog's prophecy.
Speaking of love connections, are there sparks flying between Arya and Gendry?
I just want the best for these two. And there were some definite Princess Bride vibes going on during their reunion. Gendry says,
"As you wish, milady."
I mean, are you kidding me? But who has a time for romance when there's a war to be fought?
Okay, things are definitely clearing up for me a little bit, and hopefully for you folks at home too. My big final question, when are we going to see some White Walkers in the flesh? Or the decaying flesh, I guess.
Unfortunately, our White Walker radar doesn't have this sort of predictive technology yet, but we do know there's a cold front headed southbound, and it's probably gonna hit Winterfell pretty soon.
Wonderful. Finally, let's bring up the Death Forecaster.
I think we have a light chance of death coming in episode 2. Jaime's in hot water, but he's probably safe for now. There is, however, a 30% chance that someone like Tormund, Beric, or Ed bites the dust. They are the closest to the White Walkers geographically, after all.
Love that Death Forecaster tech. Glad we blew our whole budget on that. Any last words before you sign off?
If you want to impress me, always bring elephants. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Esther. And that's it for The Playback. Tune in next week for more piping hot analysis and fake backdrops. Thanks for watching.
I'm Esther Zuckerman, and that was a Playback. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more Thrones coverage from Thrillist, check out the link in the description. And if you want to check out the 10 most shocking Game of Thrones deaths, click the link directly to my left. You are right. Thanks.